Okay, it's Toby from Heavyweight MMA here today with MMA fighter Colby Thicknesse. Just wanted to quickly discuss about the Paulo Costa fiasco, you could call it, how he's come in well overweight and kind of thinks that's okay.
Oh man, it's disgraceful to be honest. Like, I think he must be trying to take a playbook out of Nick Diaz or someone like that. But realistically, you're a main event, you're a professional athlete, you've signed a contract for 186 months in advance. You should have plenty of time to cut the weight, get on point. You shouldn't be needing to make these changes 2 days out from weigh-ins.
Exactly, man. So let's say 3 months ago, whenever it was that the fight came to fruition, he said, okay, I don't care about weight. I'll fight you whatever weight. Let's just do it. Fuck it. We'll just come in at our most healthy weights and fight. And I think Vettori might even say yes to that because they both just want to bang each other by the sound of it. But instead he waits. So now Vettori's got to cut the weight. He's started thinking about he's dieting for at least a month out, doing his camp, thinking about how he's going to progressively manage his weight to cut down because he's a big lad as well. Mm-hmm. So he does it, gets here, and then suddenly Costa goes, I haven't bothered getting cutting any weight. I'm still 211. We have to fight at a heavier weight, but that should be fine, yeah? Like, it's just a joke. It's so unprofessional, eh?
Exactly right. And a few things there. Firstly, when he says it's 211, he might actually be heavier. We don't know that. Like, who knows? He might be heavier than what he says. A lot of fighters will say they don't really like. It's very hard to get an honest weight off a fighter, sort of thing, especially that close to a fight. But also, let's say it was 2 days out. Marvin might already be down to for who knows how much he cut. He might be down to the 190s, mid 190s, low 190s. We don't know that. Costa already might have 20 pounds in him because purely he might lie about his weight. Marvin might be in shape, coming in a bit lighter, and then doing something like that, whereas 2 days out, it gives you a massive disadvantage. Then also how he was trying to do it, where he was trying to act like he wasn't even wrong. He wasn't taking any responsibility and acting like, oh, I'm tough because I'll fight you at any weight. And just trying to brush out, besides the fact that he signed a contract for a signed weight, and he's like, nah, it doesn't matter about that. I just want to fight you. He's like, well, if you're both big boys, might as well sign to fight. If you'll fight him anyway, fight at 205. None of you will have to cut much weight. You'll be sweet, healthy, and you can bang it out. But wait until the last 2 days. I think that's just a total dick move.
True, man. And yeah, Costa was kind of saying that if he was a real fighter and he really just wants to fight, then he won't take any cut of his salary as well, which is just another joke, man. I mean, Vettori's done everything right. He's been a professional, getting everything right. And then he's coming in well overweight and he kind of thinks that he can do it for no penalty at all. Get fucked, man. You know, he should be giving him more than 20% like some of the CKBs were saying before. He should be giving him fucking 50% or something for fucking up, you know. He's not being professional.
Yeah, honestly, I think there needs to be a new rule. Say you miss by a pound, it's 10%. Every pound past that, you add another 20%. 2 pounds, 30%. Miss by 3 pounds, 50%. Miss by 5 pounds, you don't get your purse. Your purse goes to your opponent. And some people are like, oh, it's unfair. It's like, mate, you get 3 months to get into that. If you don't want to spend a couple $100 or dollars on a nutritionist to get you down to that weight, either change your weight class or be prepared to not make for sort of scale and not get your payday because you don't deserve it, to be honest. Old mates killing themselves in their camps, dieting, doing everything proper, while you're just sort of being lazy, drinking wine, eating snacks or whatever when you shouldn't. Then you try and put it back on the other person, saying real fighters fight at any weight. It's I'm sure Marvin would have been happy to fight him at any weight, given the notice. It's just something you don't do 2 days out.
That's it, man. You got to wonder, because Costa just fucked himself up. Did he hit a certain level and then he's fighting Izzy and just can't handle the pressure and drinking on the night before fighting Izzy, apparently anyway. And then now this time he's just decided to just keep eating and not bother, or is he actually got an injury? It seems like he's just done. He seems a little bit stupid and crazy and, he's obviously not disciplined in any way. So is he just done? Is he just going to fade out now after this fight? Is he going to come in and get smashed and just fade out and we never see him again or what?
I think he probably just fucked up his steroid cycle, being honest. Bit controversial, but look at the bloke. After his last Izzy fight, look at his hair. It's starting to go bald. Is obviously he's on something, a mismanaged cycle. He's holding on to extra water weight or something like that. Who knows? But yeah, I just think it's disgusting. I think Izzy really sort of exposed for mental weakness in him, sort of thing. I think he's the type of a guy where if he can bully someone and be in front, he's gonna be that really strong guy. But as soon as you get someone like Izzy who doesn't buy into any of that, Izzy put a masterclass on him. had him reacting to fakes. Boom, he reacted. He clipped him, dry humped him at the end, and I think that just sort of really sort of fucked up Paulo's head, and now it's just sort of haunting him, sort of thing. And then I think this if Paulo was on the weight and he came out and performed well, you're like, okay, he might have a chance at running it back, improving and everything like that. But I think, honestly, just seeing how he's mismanaged his weight cut, how he's not even acknowledging that it's his fault, taking any responsibility for it, I think it might show in his fight. And I was thinking like Marvin would get it done, but I think Marvin probably will get it done pretty comfortably now. Besides the size difference, I think there's just a big gap in the sort of mental strength there. I think Izzy just mentally broke Costa, and like you said, it might be sort of just a start of that downward spiral for him.
Yeah, I would say like if we take out the potential of a bad cycle or something like that, you got to at least minimum say that he hasn't been training or eating as well as he should. So he's probably not going to be able to handle a 5-round fight. You know, even when he was training it to his peak and everything, he looked pretty bad against Izzy. So I'm just thinking that before we talked actually about the two fighting, and we both, I think, said that Vettori might win over the long haul, but he'll be in a bit of danger in the first round. I would probably change that prediction to say he'll finish it in some way, whether it's a submission or a KO, because I just think that Paulo Costa is not even in the game anymore. Just seems that way.
Yeah, exactly right. I sort of have to agree because, like we said, like if we had a fit Paulo Costa, like say a Paulo versus Romero, where he was in shape, proper camp, looks great at weighing, comes in looking big and strong, is fit, athletic, he's like, that's a very, very dangerous guy. But this guy who's just full of excuses, missing weight by a fucking massive amount. Like, imagine if there was another fight on the undercard where he's like, oh no, I'm 20 something pounds over. Can we do it up 10 pounds? And he might even miss that. Who knows? It'll be interesting to see how he looks when he steps on the scale, sort of thing. But yeah, like I agree with you 100%. I think now that we've sort of seen this side to Costa, I do think Vettori probably will stop him.
Yeah, man. And I think me and the rest of the world would like to see him get punished for his lack of discipline anyway. So yeah, let's hope he gets taken out, man.
Yeah, spot on. I never thought I'd say this, but go Marvin Vettori.
Actually, that's the funny thing, because Vettori, he just seemed like such a cock when he was fighting Israel, but now he's in this set. He's relaxed. He's not as. I think he just had an issue with Izzy, and now you see him start to talk and everything. He seems like a pretty cool guy, even in the face of someone that's just messing him around. He seems like kind of like a cool cat. So I think my feelings for him have changed a bit after seeing these last couple of interviews.
Yeah, it's crazy to see how someone like that, like Paulo Costa, who would have thought, like seeing Paulo and Marvin having a press conference, like, oh, you're probably going to come out favoring Paulo. Like, he's a Brazilian, he's quick-witted, he's funny and that, but it's completely changed. Like, everybody's just not a fan of Costa, and everybody, I think, is just cheering for Marvin to just go out there and sort of punish him for fucking pretty much what he's doing is cheating in a sense. He's made a contracted weight, pretty much got his opponent to cut almost most of the weight during camp, suffering, and then he's like, no, I'm not going to cut the weight. You can fight me like a man, sort of thing.
That's it, man. Cool, man. Thanks again for your time and your opinion, bro. Chat again next time.
My friends.
That's it, bro.